Roger, here is your brief. The time is 3 p.m. Eastern Standard right now. You will have 10 minutes to conduct recon in the area which is either to your south or to your east, depending on where you spawned. As always, PvP will only happen within the blue dotted area. That includes PvP from boats and any vehicles. The red dotted area means any aircraft that fly in that zone are going to get lightning bolted, since some of you have expressed extreme concern, or interest I should say, about ramming your choppers into the objectives.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Just smack Gavalor. Anyway, your objective
Hey.
today is as follows. Gav. There are 3 radio towers within a militarized village within a castle, or at least the ruins of a castle. They control an experimental lightning bolt defense grid that is able to electrocute any choppers that come into the red dotted line. I literally just made that up because of you kamikaze fucks. The team that destroys 2 out of the 3 radio towers wins. And if you destroy all 3 of the radio towers, you'll receive a bonus for the next op, which may or may not involve a mechanized PvP. Are there any questions on either teams?
Yes. In the red dotted area, is it a problem if the drone is flying in there?
Negative, only little birds.
Copy that.
What if the little bird has the momentum and smacks into the radio tower? Does that count?
Then the tower will be rebuilt by nanobots.
Damn, they have some pretty advanced technology.
Damn right it is, Gavalor. Damn right it is.
America has very powerful technology.
What a coincidence that it's only coming into effect after I express an
I
extreme
swear to God, I'm
concern.
gonna mortar you, Gavalor. Each team has been provided a SOCOM variant of the MH6 Little Bird, so it can store 3 people per bench instead of the NATO variant's 2. 5 SUVs, a BTR-70, a SOCOM hashtag not a boat, 2 speedboat miniguns, and 2 RHIBs. Once you run out of vehicles, your team technically loses. Are there any questions?
The SOCOM variants also explode with larger explosions. Fun fact.
Are there any questions?
No, thank you, High Command.
Negative.
Have fun.
Solid copy. The time is 3:02. You have 8 more minutes for recon. Then I will clear both teams to leave their base and move into the AO.
Copy that.
These people drive me fucking bananas. Swear to God. Waiting for the mortars to kick in. There they are. Otherwise, guys, how are you doing? We've got a very interesting op plan today, and I'm looking forward to it. But we have basically PvP, PvP circle, lightning bolt circle, and then we've also got our second mission set up, which is going to be, well, something you've never seen in Arma before, so looking forward to that. But otherwise, we've got 7 minutes now to chill and talk about whatever the fuck we want. Small concern I have, guys, if you're part of my community and I update the mod set, it should not take you 6 days to update your fucking mod set when you want to play. I've had people today that can't join the server because they haven't frickin' updated their tier 1 tactical because I'm using 2 Adobes from JBad Assets, because I actually like these as guard towers because they're nice fitting guard towers. But you know, you gotta get your shit done. Oh yeah, mechanized. Yeah, I will drink Bleach. XL, thank you for the notice. So that's 20 mechs on both sides. If one team demolishes all 3 of the radio towers, we'll give them an additional, like, 2 mechs. It'll be PvP with mechs, and basically whoever blows up the more of a whatever the fuck the mechs within the time limit wins, so we'll have fun. Yes, I almost called Excel Gavalor, because both of them can get on my nerves. Zing! But that's fine. Gavalor definitely has been the evil one as of late. Excel, why don't you get here and whip Op4 into shape, because they're being bumble fucking retarded. Excel, you know I love you. Here's the thing about all the mechs, it gives you a tutorial when you get in them, and then you can hit a button, it'll give you the thing back, so... Excel. Rube's okay, he's getting better. Oh, look at this, some of them are taking the fucking stealth camo, but then again, neither team should be using thermals anyway. But they're both gonna be dressed up in the same camo, so this might create a small PID issue, but then again, that's not my business, it's none of my business. What's that? If you want, we can... Yeah, we can make that happen, what's that? I mean, I'll just tag you as BLUEFOR. You can pick an Op4, Green4 slot, and we've got the respawn point down in here. If you do it within the next 4 minutes... Hold on. High command to both commanders. Do you copy?
Here's Independent.
Rube, you there? Op4? See in the arsenal.
Hey, Rube.
Rube!
Sorry, it resetted.
Solid. Independent and Op4 commanders, do you mind Tier 5 personnel coming in as BLUEFOR aggressors for this op?
If they only use handguns, yes, please.
Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we? Independent, only handguns?
My life is suffering. Make it worse.
The worst I can do is handguns.
500 interventions.
Do it. Okay, we...
Solid.
For you guys' information that don't know what's happening.
Send in goat team 6. Mike, thank you for the subscription.
Tier 5 are going to be enemy for
Ron
both
Net.
sides.
Thank you for the sub. We'll spawn in goats. Snipper Wolf, Excel, and what's that? If you come in, apparently you can only use handguns, but I'm allowing it. Besides, I think you could still kill them all with only fucking handguns, because this is the Tier 1 player base we're talking about here. So, yeah. Feel free to join a independent or Op4 slot. I'll find you, I'll put you in, and then I'll teleport you in the base. We do have a respawn point somewhere in here. Let me find it specifically. And Mike, again, thank you for the subscription. If you want me to put down goats, please let me know, and I will obey as such. Let me find this damn spawn point here. Here it is. I'm gonna put it back here. I'm gonna grab a frickin' arsenal, and we'll go from there. So yeah, apparently we're gonna have tier 5s with pistols coming in as aggressors. Okay, so let's get all this shit removed and then add it via units. No, add units. There we go. Add vehicles. Alright, and then you add back to all. And now I need to arsenal you because apparently we're having the tier 5s come in, so. Pistols only, that should be good. Yeah, hold on. This is high command to Op4 and independent. Do you copy?
Copy.
Independent here.
Roger, be advised, I am allowing tier 5 units to procure on-site equipment, aka if they kill you, they can take your gear. Yes, we're allowing that. There are no civs in the
Copy
AO.
that.
But if you kill them,
Okay, for everyone, if we get killed in the AO,
you're still
we're
putting
just
that
like
over
raining at
long
them.
range net, buddy.
What the? How the fuck does that work? Okay.
You gotta let go of the buttons and then press the button again.
Thanks, dude.
It's not that hard.
Kill me already!
How fucking fat are
I
your
think that's
fingers,
worth
Rube?
demotion to keep.
Oh my god. Slays me. Fucking slays me. Alright, so we're waiting for Snipper Wolf and the other one to appear. Be advised, the time is 3:10. I am extending the recon timer by 5 minutes to get the tier 5s prepped. So now we're just waiting for them to join in, and I will deal with them as such. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Sorry I missed that. Just excited and laughing my ass off at the same time.
User joined your channel.
So those would be the tier 5s. I'm gonna quickly tab out and mute my frickin' sounds here. Alright, cool. There's Sniper Wolf. Let's see, where's my option here? The frickin' utility one does it quicker. So ungroup him, and then... Okay. Player, this will be a bit slow. Sniper Wolf.
Pistols only, huh?
Yeah, until you kill one of the players, in which case you can then steal their loadout.
Can we take, like, civilian clothes?
If you want, I don't give a fuck.
Fantastic. Can we get, like, a shitty civilian car, please?
What, in the
Like,
village?
super unassuming. Not the Hello Kitty car, please. I think they'll know. Pistols only, huh?
Until you kill one of them, yep. But I've been
yeah,
able to kill them with
copy. I
M9
don't
Berettas,
pistols
so...
only.
Yeah.
What were
We
the
won't ruin it
limitations?
much.
Pistols only
so-
until you kill one of them, and then you can take whatever gear they've got, including weapons.
That'd be easy.
You got any civilians out?
I don't have any civilians out for this one because it's militarized, meaning they kicked all the civs out.
Rip. Do they know that?
No.
Great. Or something super pleb, Excel. Unless you want to wear military shit.
Yeah.
We're getting like one of those shitty trucks.
So, PP2000 is a full automatic pistol. And we can use...
No, you can't use the PP.
Oh man, check
It's gotta
this
be
out.
single
Going
shot.
in full denim. What's up?
Okay. Beretta?
Ultimate denim warrior over here.
Wait,
Calm down.
I have something single shot from the handguns.
It's a grenade launcher. Come on, Excel.
It's a handgun and it's definitely single shot.
The Pakistani jackets are, you can get them in like brown.
The fuck?
They're not crazy, honestly.
There it is. It just took a moment.
Oh, get the gray one.
Disguise myself as my greatest enemy.
What, the church?
Oh, Chad.
Oh man. Haven't me and you killed Chad like 3 times?
Can't count anymore how often I have killed Chad.
It's always us too, isn't it? It's
Alright.
It is. The
Have fun.
sniper or
So what do you want? Do you want me to
everything.
get, like, what vehicle do you want?
Old revolver. Just like the little 4-seater shitty civilian truck. It should be under civilians.
That's really, really
4-seater
descriptive.
pickup or whatever.
Closes.
Looks like a piece of shit.
What closes?
Ready.
Oh, there we are.
Oh, we are.
Oh,
invisible.
I think I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, I'll spawn a few of them. They will be on the eastern entrance where there's a little, like, area with, like, kind of on the northeastern side of the castle.
Yeah. You know what? I think we should all be Chad. Which one is that?
That's I forget which one.
He's
Which one was
got
the
it.
vest that you are wearing?
Command, how long left?
I'm gonna. You want me to clear them? Clear them to go.
They can go. We'll
All right.
find them.
This is High Command. You have 60 seconds.
The surfer outfit?
Yep. It's,
They're all gonna
sport
dress up as
clothes.
fucking Chad. This is great.
Oh yeah, look at that shit. Where are his shoes? Chad
He's a
don't need
surfer.
shoes.
He doesn't need shoes.
It shows a yellow chain that doesn't do anything when you load in. That's really weird, and I have no idea.
Not the Indiana Jones, but I think it's the straw hat.
Chad invited his clones to defend the AO.
Actually
This
called
is
the
High
dude,
Command to
that-
both factions. Be advised, you are now clear to move into the AO. I repeat, you are clear.
It's
I'm gonna do
actually
no best. I'll just
Hey,
take
hey,
their best,
hey,
dude.
sniper,
If we're gonna
sniper.
pick their shit up.
head checker.
Is that it?
Yeah. They have multiple of those. It's in gray, it's in fucking
Op
blue.
4
Like
and
blue looks
Independent,
great. I
you
used
are
it.
clear once again.
Remember, we can't talk about
Copy that, independent copies.
So Independent already rolling out
And what is
with
the most...
everything they've got. They brought a boat. Looks like they're taking a quick moving RHIB and the BTR, and they're going full force here.
most
Up
civilian
for-
backpack that we can have?
Can't have
Auntie's being deployed in an SUV. Meanwhile, these guys are, I guess, loading up in the chopper, and they're going to move out accordingly. Both teams were able to get drones up.
No,
Op 4
don't
is
forget
moving
one
its in
because-
place to be more
I
defensive, while
already
Independent
can't
has
get
cleared
that
its area.
everybody.
So
Make sure you take your sunglasses off.
they're going to
Look
move
at
out
that
accordingly.
thing.
So let's
I
see
look
how this all
sufficiently
plays out.
cutesy.
Looking
Oh,
forward
yes,
to it.
yes, you do.
Fantastic. Let's...
And we're already hearing
Wow, really?
some
That's
machine gun
actually-
fire.
No, Bernardi, civilian as fuck. We're Chad today.
That would be from the M3 turrets
I'm
above.
gonna go find the car. You said it was on the northwest?
But Auntie is a sniper here. Wow, that immediately fucked her. I think this would be a good idea to put
just
down
go
the
for
AI
the
global
speech,
settings
yeah.
now so they aren't that OP. Put its
Same
accuracy down to
grenades.
35, skills up to 65, spotting to, let's do 40%.
Need to open my stream. It's gonna be glorious.
Otherwise, that boat,
That's
I think,
fucking-
just took some
I have no
MG
idea.
fire.
Fuck off.
All those MGs are really meant to be a defense grid against the frickin' Air Force, but why we've got 3 guys on this RHIB. It looks like they're equipped with sniper rifles, and that's going to really help to thin out the AO. They're probably going to set up on this hill and try to engage everything they see. Very smart. Otherwise, we have Halo Man who's just walking in.
314.9 or something, I don't know.
Meanwhile, Green 4, they've got a drone over their base now. They're trying to get eyes on. Flying Finn has spawned...
Bernardi, you gotta join.
I'm already in this.
You spawned an independent drone
Yes, you haven't
in the Op 4 base.
irritating.
So you want to hear something fucked up?
They'll be like, oh my god, it's Chad. The surfer, or the sport outfit beach. Excel loses his clothing.
Op 4 put an independent drone in their base, and now it's flying around because Op 4, or Independent, took control of it.
Wait, hey,
But
which
Stats
side
laughing
is
his
the
ass
truck
off
from?
because of that. How are you guys this retarded? So, Up
think
4 are
there's a- like a
still
shitty
waiting
truck
around,
and
but
it's
Green
all
4 are
bad
going to
that
be
you can
getting
take
the
a photo of as, like, a
advantage here.
satchel.
They've driven the BTR around. They're going to start their assault from over here. That is a bit close to this patrol I have over here with the 3-gun Humvee, so if they provoke it, that'll automatically make these guys
Wow, they
react
are
and come over
terrible. They're
accordingly.
literally
Oh, it's
already
even
getting seen.
bigger. Holy shit.
Meanwhile, Auntie is
The
being
launch
fully
is even bigger than
engaged,
the fucking, Tucky was
and she is taken down immediately.
in terms of load.
Where's that? Does it start with O? Officer?
A Pakistani officer dealt by Nox.
I mean, this isn't really a tough intro. You just kind of gotta go up, use this city as cover, snipe the enemies, but it also has to do with this 8-man
I'm gonna
roaming
take
patrol that just
some old
happened to be right there
flashbangers.
against Auntie.
Oh wow, I can carry a lot of flashbangs inside this pistol holster. That's
So
neat.
they're now engaging the drone, and the drone is shot down.
From
And now Auntie's being engaged once again.
Police.
She's trying to reposition, but she needs to get up to these rocks to be in cover.
Jesus, fuck.
I know. Alright, let's get going, guys.
Gonna have to stock up on
17
grenades.
Otherwise, they're trying to engage her as best they can, but she's still kind of caught in the open here. She's trying to crawl up, but she's definitely exposed.
I think he said on the north side, so we gotta go like way over here.
And here comes Gavalor deploying Op4 as a bit of QRF. They're going to be assaulting from the south. So this roaming squad is engaging Auntie, so they're going to be distracted for a while. Independent are pretty open right here. The push in is going to be a bit tough, but so is Op4's. But they're going to be able to get a bit closer to their actual entrance before they get into an open no man's land. So either way,
I forgot earplugs. I'm deaf now because of that.
just see how this goes.
Potato. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I don't want to say it next to the Liru because he's streaming.
Next to
I don't want none of that metagaming shit. Come on, nerds. Get out of the fucking box.
Auntie is eventually taken out, just caught out of cover. And they're engaging this roaming group, so it's gonna cause these 3 Humvees to kind of get out here and provide some fire support.
Understood. Roger.
Rocket goes out, it's a big miss. This driver appears to be retarded. But this is not gonna be, this isn't gonna be good for Independent because they're 2 men down. Did the frickin' I think the chain gun just shot and destroyed one of the drones. Otherwise, 2 men down, they're taking a lot of fire on this hill.
Understood. Copy that.
They need to roll this BTR up to provide some cover fire. Yes, Ace did get an update yesterday.
We'll go.
Otherwise, these 2 bumblefucks don't really want to move. We're just gonna keep suppressing that hillside as best we can. It's a 3rd man down. He wakes back up though. They need to probably get this BTR up here so they can take out the gunners. Otherwise, this infantry group is gonna run up to assist. Bravo 2-1 cease fire. Someone might have just team killed this guy. From right there. So BLUEFOR is loading up. They know that that hill is taking a shit ton of fire. Otherwise, these guys, I guess, are trying to get a gist of what's going on up there, possibly to wait it out. Just have a random guy over here. I don't know what he's for, but
On the way.
guess I'll just send him over to see what happens. They backpacked that drone. Yep. What's that was killed? I think he might have just killed himself there because he has the wrong equipment or whatever. Otherwise, the Chads are going to now drive around. 2nd rocket goes out. That's another miss.
On the way.
These guys aren't being hostile anymore.
We'll go.
Infantry are going to run up. This BTR is finally getting into position. Rocket goes out. Another miss. This idiot was smart. He'd drive away, but he's not smart. need tier 5, stay in the blue dotted area. Otherwise, we are having infantry push up here. Looks like they're getting that right there. Op4 pushed up, wow. Alright, the BTR, they mowed down the AT guy. Why didn't you bring a GPS then? Now they're just gonna bum rush this with frickin' non-AT. I am actually powerless to stop this right now. Sounds like he just took some sort of AT. Says he's an AT rifleman. I don't know where his AT is. Ay, ay, ay. He's literally just Leroy Jenkins this. That's a direct hit. Now she's smoking off. So Rube is gonna blow up. Multiple casualties. This bird is now in the air. And is now, I have no idea what she's engaging. He's firing right there, immediately gets shot down. Good God. And what's that is now right here with only a pistol. And MK123 gets shot and killed. But what's that looted this from his body and now he is getting armed. Multiple units have been pronounced KIA on both OPFOR and Independent. So Independent still have their BTR, so they still have an advantage. But holy crap, a BTR just rampaging through my city. I'm not going to take that lightly. I'm going to try to prioritize that as a threat and take it down. But that also caused quite a bit of cook-off around here. So it's a lot of stuff down. Let's get more warm up. So what's that using side chat to say they're inside base? So he's gonna re-kit himself. Otherwise, hey, what we got right now. It was a decent attempt at a bum rush, but it still wasn't that effective. Gavalor getting ready to ferry in some reinserts. Meanwhile, looks like Independent are going to try to use their assets wisely. They got 3 guys awaiting in base. They might have a policy of 4 or 5 reinserts for moving in. BLUEFOR are now coming in with nothing but pistols to try to harass Independent. Is the stream live? Yes, yes it is. Otherwise, what's that has moved in. He's gonna loot his body. Just unloading on his head to try to get his loot. Otherwise, looks like this Humvee's finally moved around on its own, but its gunner is down. There goes MK. So I'm assuming what's that is quickly gonna try to loot his body. Meanwhile, Sniper Wolf. Right on Dead Gull. Nothing but a frickin', that's an MP 433 Garage, I believe. So he unloads on him, takes him out. Again, nothing but a pistol. Pretty sure Halo Man might have seen that. But he's staying low and he's still moving in. So Dead Gull kills himself, realizing he has been outflanked. Otherwise, Sniper Wolf's going to get right on these bodies and loot them up. And now he's going to create PID incidents. Lovely. There's always highlights, man. Always some good-ass highlights. Meanwhile, Op4 is running up. Chad's just... He's just running up with him. Oh my god. He's reloading. That is Chad's revenge right there. Sniper Wolf still looting bodies. Halo Man's coming up, but he's been shot. I don't know what got him there. Possibly a sniper somewhere, but I actually don't see that many targets that could take him out. Possibly this M3. It's got a good visual on him. That's exactly what's shooting at me. Drops him again. Running up on your own is not going to be too effective. Meanwhile, Flying Finn has come over. He's trying to provide sniper support to distract the Independent faction, but Independent's kind of fucked right here. What is that? Frosty's gotten out to look around while his gunner does. He's going to try to get FR skin up. That gives Flying right here a good opportunity, but I don't think he's going to take it. A lot of smoke's been deployed. Sniper Wolf's still running around. Chad's just evil. So they're probably going to drag him in and someone's going to medic them from there. But otherwise, now I think they know that there are multiple tangos going in and around. Sniper Wolf, he might try to get in one of these Humvees. Yep, that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to take that so he can gun it. Otherwise, Jar's still up here. Something just happened near me to mess with my coloring, but I actually don't see anything, so that's interesting. You can see the coloring's coming back now. That normally means like a chopper or a drone's taking off near you, but... that time they just shoot Chad on sight. He blows up again. So now they know all Chads are most likely hostile here. Sniper Wolf, he's checking the ammunition within that car. Jar is still right here. I hear him shooting. Actually, that's probably not him. That's a louder gun, but otherwise he's just going to be sniping what is over here and around. So we're going to start doing body deletion on hashtag not a boat. Halo Man dies. We're hearing some secondary explosions from these cars, but they are all useless now. So Op4 have redeployed some units up on this hill, possibly to do some sniper support. Got some pretty small guns to be doing that with, but as long as they pick off... The whole point of this was to originally pick off everything you can see on the rooftops and then send your infantry in and have them roam. Otherwise, Sniper Wolf just used an AT-4 and smoked that BTR and is now eliminating Frosty by himself. This is just the power of the Tier 5 guys. So Teacher ends up getting blood busted, and Sniper Wolf can call it a day. But this is only... The Tier 5s only get as powerful as the other two PMC factions let them. They can only grab gear from what these guys provide them. So it looks like Sniper Wolf's going to drive this into base to use it. What's that has a Titan launcher. He took that from the guys that rushed in. He's trying to get eyes on to any vehicles that he can find, but they've deployed all their vehicles back here. And Op4 has a guy, Murphy, trying to push up this position for the Independent. Otherwise, they're now starting to charge units up here. The only issue is, what's that? And that's an M11, or that's a Type 115 with an underbarrel 50 cal Beowulf, so he could definitely cause some serious damage to these guys. But again, that's what Independent brought them, so fair game to use. Regardless, what's that just casually walking across? He's waiting. And meanwhile, we got medics now working on Andrew and hopefully anti-static. But they're actually in very close proximity of each other, and one entrance is right here, another one's right there. Meanwhile, Sniper Wolf, he's still driving around. Excel is just waiting right here as a sieve. Otherwise, they're coming up and they're looking for the two entrances. Gavlor's coming in for more reinserts. Meanwhile, these three guys are kitting up. There's 5 of them now at base. They're going to hopefully take an SUV and reinforce the independent faction that's coming in. It's like Andrew dies at the scene. I'm not sure if any of them are medics, but I think we're only using basic medical. So this is really just stick an epi in them and stick blood bags in them, and then they're fine. So, you know, not that hard. Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we? These two guys coming up, they take down a guy right there. Bray Husk, thank you for the follow. Now they're just kind of sticking to the wall. But this choke point right here, we've got an MG gunner who has actually moved a bit from his actual corner. We have an M3 right here, right next to the first objective. But both of these side entrances are right next to both factions' first target, I would say. However, if this is taken out, it'll be much easier to come around the side and take this out rather than cut through the entire thing to get the secondary objective. Someone's lasing this. I don't know why Deadwalker's lasing it. Are they gonna try to do a freaking missile? Are they gonna try to do a javelin strike on it? Ay, ay, ay. If they do, I'm gonna respond with some suppressive fire from mortars. But yeah, I think they're actually trying. There's Deadwalker, and he's trying to laze that objective, but he's short right now, so he's only going to hit that tower. But I'm not sure if the Javelin can even lock onto that. But if they can, that's very innovative, but I've experimented with these towers. You can't take them out with missiles. But hey, at least they're trying. So Eander just got shot. From what I have no idea, there is no independent units that could bust them. Meanwhile, Op4 is now coming up. They are under Deadgull's eyes. Yeah, Deadgull definitely sees them. There is going to be some sort of PvP incident in a few moments. Either they're going to move around and ambush these two guys. Deadgull's going to get him. I think Deadgull finally noticed that they're hostile. He's got an MG, but they're in a bit of defilade cover. So here we go. Let's see how big of a PvP incident this is. It's going to be the first one to realize that there's a PID issue. Weapon jam by Raptor. That was suppressed probably from his AK, or right there. There's the Javelin that came in. Major miss. Locked onto a turret. Rook has no idea where he's being shot from. Now he does. Little bit of lag right there, but it looks like Murphy and Eander actually traded. So now it's just Rook on Raptor and Lost Tech. Meanwhile, Deadgull's coming up. He can easily outflank both of these players and get them both in a quick burst from his MG. Otherwise, that's just the Pine fight. He definitely got some shots on Rook. Rook is down, but he's not out in sniper. Oh, God. Chad, no! Chad! You monster! And Chad comes up to finish it. Deadgull looks like he got the flank, took these guys out. But now Chad takes down Rook. 3-way faction PvP. And the winner is Chad's buddies. Meanwhile, that MG gunner is pissed off this Humvee. So he's suppressing those bodies, but now this MG, he got a hit off of him. So Dead Goal was able to kill the gunner. Or no, it looks like he turned in. Nice. Now there's another MG gunner. That's the rest of Independent side. They're now firing at this Humvee. That was an interesting complexity with how that engagement ended up working out. I did not expect them with the Humvee to come up. But now we've got some Independent guys right here. I don't think they realize that there's only two choke points, but in specific areas you might be able to enhance movement climb this. Ashley Grove, thank you for the follow. But yeah, so now this Humvee, they might just charge into Op 4's position. Looking also, Independence, excuse me. Op 4 are pretty spread out right here. They're not, there's a lot of them at base. Looks like Gavalor's going to do a reinsert. But these guys are definitely perimeter. They're using the perimeter wall and hunting for enemy forces. They might also have their radio comms. So one of them's down. Ba has also gone down. I'm willing to bet they've stolen radios here. He throws a grenade. That's a flashbang. But, you know, just to check him out, Sniper Wolf gets out. I'm willing to bet in stealing their loadouts, they also took Independent's radios. Because Independent had this. And Sniper Wolf has taken an Independent loadout. So I'm willing to bet he's actually stolen their radios. And now he's listening in to all the Independent positions. And that's how he's able to find them. That is what I'm willing to bet what is going on right now. Otherwise, Teacher is trying to suppress that Humvee. He's got a PKP. But they're going to need something heavier. Honestly, I would think it's up to Rube with his freaking top-down javelin launcher to take them out. He's got a Bergen. He's got plenty of rounds. But this match could go on much longer than an hour if BLUEFOR continues to be this aggressive. Otherwise, they're checking bodies now. They're probably going to have Excel take their radios and weaponry as well. Yep. Meanwhile, Anti-Static on the Op 4 side is swinging back around, trying to ambush the Independents. However, they've been pretty badly picked off due to BLUEFOR. I never gave a response to Javelin. Again, I roleplay as the commander here for the AI, and if I'm distracted by other things my players / units are doing, then I'm not going to react. It's going to, you know, slip my ears, which honestly happens all the time. Otherwise, these MGs have been taken out. Was there a charge on it? Yeah, I knew it. They're trying to bum rush with a fucking charge. But look at that. That's a comm channel right there. So they have tapped into somebody's comms. But they tried with drones to come in and take out radio towers. That would have been a really cool move if Deadwalker would have been able to get away with it. But What's That is way too smart for that shit. My tier 5s know every strategy these guys can think of, because my tier 5s are the fucking trainers. Masters versus the Apprentice Eye. So Op 4 and Independent are going to have to rally here. In terms of vehicles, Op 4 still have all the boats, but they're pretty much running out of this. I'm trying to see what happened to the Independents. Oh, right, you got blown up right here, and the Op 4 one got blown up right there. So they've lost both of them. But I'm willing to bet that both factions are going to start considering rationing their vehicles. But it looks like Independent, in terms of vehicle use, they still have an extra 2 SUVs, which makes up for the car, so they're at like a 1 vehicle advantage, but it's still anyone's game. Auntie's going to get up on this hill to provide more sniper support. Meanwhile, Teacher, with his PKP, a very deadly tool if it comes into the hands of tier 5, so I hope he at least burns the ammo here. Would the mech combat be 3-side as well? Yeah, I'll ask BLUEFOR if they want to take part in that, and I'll put a few BLUEFOR mechs down.
Let's give them a warm welcome.
Yes,
shall we?
Norden, the tier 5s are the Sith Lords. And you're all the apprentice eye. Dane, thank you for the follow. I hope you enjoy the content. But otherwise, Excel's going to go on a patrol with Sniper
let's give 'em
Wolf.
a warm welcome, shall we?
Connell, thank you for the follow. Otherwise, Independent, they have got back in. They have RPG gunners too, so they are equipping themselves. But only one RPG gunner. I would have assumed they'd brought at least 2 or 3. Because if that one guy goes down, you're kind of fucked. Okay, no, there are 2. So that's 1. Ah, his camera. Whisker's 1, and Andrew is the other. Meanwhile, this Humvee's rolled back around. It outright murdered Teacher. 2 guys are losing connection. That's not good. That's one of the tier 5s and 1 hat Pat. Why, as he's turned out, you can see the battle damage that Humvee has taken. However, it's not actually affecting its HP. So they're going to go into cover right there because they know a large force has shown up. Meanwhile, it looks like Auntie and Eander have traded. But the rest of this force was able to then kill Auntie. And then double tap her to make sure she's dead. Meanwhile, Op4, MK has run off by himself. He's got a Titan launcher. Interesting. Deadwalker is still right here, kind of staying low. Thought I saw blood, but there's none there. And it looks like Gavalor is redeploying his forces right here. But the Op4 need to be much more aggressive here. Because if they were, and there were 2 factions for BLUEFOR to worry about, BLUEFOR cannot cover both entrances. So they're going to have to go one way or the other. And it looks like Sniper and Excel are now consolidating what they have left. And they might start going into just internal defense. So that was a drone I just deleted. 2 more have been deleted right there. There's another one right there. But a lot of drones have been outright schwacked today. And our hashtag not a boat for spawning the SOCOM boat on both sides. I was thinking I'd put in like a frigate at one point. But you know what? I think this is just way too epic for that. So we're going to delete a few bodies here. Independent. Looks like they're getting medics up on Eander to get her up. Leaving Auntie to die because she's Op4. But they're going to take this hill. Again, same exact approach method. I see 2 lines of thermal.
Hello.
Hey. So does Giant Spaz have a charge on her? No, there is no charge.
Get here.
There's no charge on that one either. Alright. Just making sure there isn't anything I have to worry about. But that one's camera is also moving around, so someone's on it. But I think they're just PIDing what the hell's in the rest of this compound. Excuse me. Otherwise, they're just kidding up here. And I guess we'll just see how all this is playing out.
Wait, 1.
So they're on radio comms, probably using an alternate channel. As they listen, they've still broken Independence comm network, so I think they might have heard that they're taking the same route.
Get myself medic supplies because the guy I looted had none.
Yeah, you can get basic medical supplies for yourself, that's fine. Civilians, you know, they can carry medical supplies around. It's nothing bad about that. So you're tapped into Independence comm network right now, I'm willing to bet, right?
Of course we are.
Doing this so far, did we?
No, you guys have... Basically, you're only OP because they gave you OP shit.
Yeah. I had a pistol and I killed the drone operators. We're in fight for shit, fucking cuck.
Yep. So Independent, continuing to be aggressive, they're going to move in on their entrance. Excuse me. Gavalor is going to redeploy a force right here, and they're going to have to push up, but they're going to have to use the defilade as best they can here to get up on here. Then push up to the wall and then swing around to their entrance. Otherwise, we're going to have independent forces starting to push in with little to nothing else. And I think the whole reason we're seeing Independent getting the edge time and time again. It's just Op4 is not being aggressive with how they're trying to push in. They keep deploying units up here as Overwatch, but you don't need this many guys. 2 Javelins and a frickin' Strela. Like, why? Or Igla, excuse me. Why would you need that? In all honesty, like, what are you trying to do
Oh, that was
with 2 fucking Javelins here?
I'm just
Anyway,
feasting
what's
on the
that
views
has
of my
come back? I'm gonna have to find him.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
I don't see him yet. Stein, thank you for the follow. I'm assuming he'll message me when he gets there. Otherwise, Andrew was bloodlusted. From what? And Cher is down. But again, from what? There's only independent forces right here. The BLUEFOR are now redeploying themselves, but there's no reason they should have died. Okay. Ungrouping him, we just gotta quickly... There we go, and now player teleport. I've got no idea what killed Andrew there. The only thing I can think of is firing that RPG. So here's what's that. Hey, what's that? Otherwise, I guess they're just going back to their Humvee they parked right here, and they're going to keep going until they burn ammunition. We still have this entrance right here.
Do you even want to know what you guys were using?
Yeah, Sniper and what's that have already told me a great deal, so we'll talk about it in detail. This MG gunner just suppressing this area. A single MG gunner. Now we're hearing some rifleman shots from a bit to the left.
Mind if I just grab my normal kit for Op4 Aggressor?
I'd prefer you to keep using a pistol. Trust me, there's plenty of Op4 and independent bodies to loot up. Yeah.
Or there's BLUEFOR bodies to loot. You're outside!
So, where have they gone? So they've driven down here. They're getting the other Humvee. Awesome. How are these guys killing themselves here? Is the shrapnel actually, like, hitting down here? Oh, okay. So some of the grenades that are being thrown across the wall just by the AI, or it's them throwing really bad frags. Looks like Rook enhanced movement climbed the wall. Yeah, that's what happens when you group up. That was a missile. Now I'm going to start putting some ranging shots on that hill. We're hearing some suppressive fire up there, so we're going to... Round deployed. It could also be Murphy with this M308, because he definitely has easy eyes on these units, and some of them are pushed right up here. And he's given a few shots, so I'm willing to bet that's what's been hitting a few of these guys. Hearing some more shots in the distance. Auntie takes out a drone. Interesting. Regardless, this whole AO is being a bit of a clusterfuck right now. Otherwise, they're trying to heal Whiskey up. We're hearing more grenades being thrown. What's that's in here? Excel has gone down. Looks like Dead Goal is getting some revenge here. I'm hearing some more machine gun fires. Sniper Wolf was also killed. Interesting. Otherwise, Murphy is giving some more fire down. And I think Eng he died just as he was enhanced moving, so he's now playing leapfrog with the frickin' wall. A lot of people just hit the respawn button though, or bled out. But Murphy, with this outflank right here, is able to basically completely screw up Independent. It's another explosion.
Oh, did I save my civilian?
You know, I'm willing to bet that's what it is. I keep hearing some sort of 40 mic going off. So that's our explosions. It's Flying Finn with a 40 mic, a GP. He's firing GP25s, which are the grenade launch round. He's just literally plastered this entire AO. And now there's only 2 independent guys still alive, and Op4 is coming around to mop them up. But Op4 is not doing a good job because they still need to push in. It's great that you're trying to kill your enemy to prevent them from getting their objective, but to quote Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter, no, Future Soldier, in multiplayer, when they start giving you objectives, the first thing you hear on the server is focus on the objective, not the hostiles. And when you get that, you don't get the objective done for either team, and you just drag out the operation. Meanwhile, Op4 are now pushing guys up. They are loaded to bear. The AO has been softened by 2 observers. Murphy with the 308, excuse me. And Flying Finn with those 40 mic rounds. Meanwhile, What's That is now coming around. Where'd he just go? He's getting on this tower. And FR comes around and gets immediately shot dead by that M3. Or M2, excuse me. And these 2 guys are still staying right here. And it looks like Murphy just tagged him. So yeah, Op4 are locking down Independent's entrance, but Independent are bringing a few things back around. Teacher's right here by his blown up BTR. And Dead Gull is now redeploying. So Independent have been pretty much wiped right here. Oh, I was right. It is a 408. Yeah, I'm retarded. So one of them drowned. 2 of them have drowned trying to get into a fucking boat. Otherwise, they're just going to take one of their SUVs in. But right now, the game is leaning up for. There's some stragglers over here. Otherwise, Raptor's trying to push in, possibly engaging with Snipe. Nope, he's just staying in here. But where the fuck are Op4? They have some reinserts coming in right here, but otherwise, I think they just have had too many people on Overwatch as they try to push in. They have not had a proper force to really take down these towers. Because this entrance has basically been completely unmolested here. I think on the map they're only seeing this as a single entrance, which means neither side did any sort of recon to see that you could enter in the AO from this spot. Otherwise, it is now Op4's game. Whether or not they'll take so many people off of their Overwatch spots, form a team, and try to push into the AO to fight people with pistols is anyone's guess. Yeah, the USS Freedom can launch modded VIX. It's the one on the left. It's not the main one in the middle. It's the one on the left. At least that's what I saw my guys use in Vietnam from yesterday. Well, AO's taken some pretty significant casualties in terms of BLUEFOR's side, but otherwise, nothing really too big here. So I'm just deleting a few bodies, but frames are still good. Trying to see what other tactics the player base is going to resort to. Teacher driving a frickin' Humvee right up to Murphy's position. But he has an RPG. How can you not hear that? I would be asking on radio, is anyone around me? But this gives Teacher the opportunity to actually come over and kill Murphy. Because he's being loud as hell with that snipper rifle. Another rocket deployed on this tower, but they've been dead for a very long time. That's just Overwatch being Overwatch. So Auntie's also coming up here. Checking around the bushes for whatever reason. Teacher! Teacher! Oh my god. So yeah, this tower... Are they just trying to blow up this tower? Like... Make those things fall. So teacher, they're all redeploying on the hill that OPFOR has its aggressors on. Whether or not any of them get killed is anyone's guess. So Auntie's probably going to be able to see teacher from right here. Another one goes off. They get a hit on the tower. Now we're going to start seeing some suppressive fire going up. And it's going to get worse. They deployed a tow missile launcher. That's fucking rich. It's immune. I'm just gonna start dialing in frickin' mortar rounds. They're probably gonna get off and fall back at that rate, but you gotta give the player base here. They have tried every dirty tactic that we can teach them. Drone bombs, chopper bombs. I had to delete and replace the chopper because I knew Gavlor was gonna try. I didn't want to risk it. Oh, that was great. I will dial in on you if you try the dirty method. Yeah. Otherwise, Independent are pushing up here. But it's going to be useless. Ba has died probably to Murphy. Auntie's been taken out. Eander was able to turn around and take her, but still. They're getting shot because they left people right on their hill. They passed over them, and then they're engaging back and forth. So that's going to cause Independent some very valuable time here. That's interesting, but otherwise, yeah, OPFOR still not really pushing up. I'm assuming that was an OPFOR push, but they were immediately killed because, for whatever stupid reason. We just have too many people on Overwatch duties that they don't need to be on, in my honest opinion. They need to have more forces pushing up with them. But Excel has killed Teacher, and I assume he's going to grab his PKP. And his radio. So yeah, both sides, again, Independent are being the ones to push in mainly, but, you know, OPFOR, they've just got units everywhere, and Excel, he's given that frequency over side, but see, just all of these fucking units. 2 right here, 1 right here, 1 right here, 1 right here, and 2 I just mortared there, and 3 that just died and are RTBing. I mean, there needs to be a more unified push by OPFOR. Otherwise, Independent are going to win. 1 right there, and Auntie also respawns. So, Independent are going to win this. Hands down, I predict Independent are definitely going to be able to secure the victory here. Because they're the only ones being aggressive. There's 1 more unit right here, but they're going to at least be able to detonate 1 of these. So still roaming around right there, but they're going to be able to run in, put a charge. There's 1 guy left. He goes down. Independent are going to be able to blow up their first radio tower, and I highly suspect them to just be able to run around and detonate this. And if they get that third tower, then they get an extra 2 mechs for the PvP. So they're going to quickly put charges down. If not, there are some trucks that they could drive up an RPG. Just going to take them a few moments to get them in position, but otherwise,
I'm following the rules.
They're
can't
clear.
get so- I'm following.
they just need to blow it up. Andrew's getting up on this tower. Now, Op4 again are sending up 2 units, but they need more. They need a full fucking squad to do it. So otherwise, it's not going to go too well. If they were to have these 4 units come up in a system, then they'd be fine. But Op4 keeps sending out straggler forces to deal with, just harass Independent, but eventually Independent are going to get away with it. So there we go. That's 1 point for Independent. Group has a dead man switch. Oh, that should be great. So, yep, they're going to climb through. There's a few forces they got to deal with right here. So he just threw a smoke or a flashbang. Definitely grenade. Actually killed that AT gunner right there. Halo Man goes down. Still plenty of units right here. Sniper Wolf's now coming over to engage. He's throwing a flashbang. But FR is right here in the corner, ready to go. Jar has died. They're trying to take Snipper out. And looks like they got him. Also have Excel pushing up. Ander's probably going to get on him in medical. I hear a chopper. Alright, looks like Gavalori's deploying a 4-man team. They do not know. This is High Command to Op4. Do you copy?
The commander doesn't copy, but I copy.
Roger, Gav, you guys do know there's another entrance on the south that you can use, right?
Copy that, but they want to do Delta.
Solid. Just making sure you know. Because this is so stupid. They're going to run around. They're going to get killed by independent forces.
They have Far Cry 3 syndrome. Just let them be.
Solid,
Let them
solid.
do that.
So Auntie has killed Frosty. Again, Murphy, who was on independent, I'm sorry, Op4 gets killed. Now they're probably going to quickly radio in with each other. Otherwise, something massive. Oh, the tower blew up. Jesus Christ, that wiped everybody. Hot damn. So Independents still have 1 point, but their push in has been thwarted. Otherwise, FR, I think he vaulted in somewhere. That or he pushed in by himself, but he's... Okay. Okay. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. That is a whole lot of nope. Ah, fuck my life. Guys are assholes, man. Otherwise, now we're having more PvP. Runs around, goes right aggressive against Teacher, and Raptor takes him out. Good, but we still have all of these Oh, never mind. Op4's kind of in the lead right now for this. But FR, so FR and Ba are the 2 guys that are still in this AO. Sniper Wolf is trying to heal Excel, but otherwise, FR has control of the mortars, so he can actually do a lot of damage if he can, but otherwise Ba right here is now suppressing Op4 to make him pull back. Now it looks like Op4 are actually going to try to get in on their entrance here. Flying, I don't remember what faction he's a part of, but he just died. Probably Op4, because Chura That's how you pronounce his name. Chur, he's in the tower right here providing overwatch. So now, Independent have become the stragglers that are harassing Op4 as they push in. Very interesting turn of events. I'm assuming Auntie is trying to get eyes on. Yep, you hear those shots. Those are probably going to BAH, and he is now down. Good sniper skills by Auntie right there. So is FR going to try to use the mortars to his advantage? I think he's trying to at the very least, or he's trying to loot up. I don't know. The point is now we have Op4 pushing in. Chur is just covering the entrance of it while... Oh my god, fucking... Op4 resorted to suicide bombing the tower. You're kidding me, right? Every dirty tactic is being used. Oh my god. Every fucking dirty tactic possible is being utilized here. Meanwhile, FR, it looks like he killed both Sniper and Excel. Now being outflanked by a gunner right here, but FR could definitely do it. Shooting through the wall, using what he knows about terminal ballistics to get through. Sniper Wolf's just going to come back with the pistol. Throws a flashbang. Two guys with pistols versus FR as a rifleman.
11, fire at that soldier.
But they're now running through, checking around. They want to find this guy.
0, 9er, 4, 0, 9er. 44.
FR's checking his loadout. Meanwhile, grenades have gone out. People just peppering each other with 40 mics. But all of the dirty things on PvP, all the way up to, like, we haven't seen any raw FOSS rounds. We've banned those, but everything below it is being utilized. It's absolutely brutal. So, FR has killed that officer. Snipper is now on the mortar. But now independent forces are pushing in. They've seen that this tower has been blown up. They gotta come in and sweep to this tower. I'm gonna hide myself over here. We're hearing some mortars being deployed. Doomsday rounds as well are banned. Anything that can, like, bloodlust somebody that isn't, like, a 40 mic. Just too OP, you know what I mean? But every other dirty tactic has
Let's
to be
give him
used,
a
and it's
warm
fucking
welcome, shall
nuts. So Lost Tech, he's trying to cheat on the wall. Taffy, thanks for the follow, but this op is not forgiving for that. Wow. Andrew, I think, had a suicide vest. He blows himself up. Mortar round gets whoever the hell was trying to vault over, but otherwise, this is just a mess. Everyone's resorting to fucking suicide. If he flies in this red dot, I will lightning bolt him. So he's trying to just deploy everybody. Literally everyone was on that chopper. And now they're going to try to quickly rush in and hope that the independents still have a go at him. Otherwise, it looks like they're going to come across. Sniper Wolf is pronounced KIA. They're just trying to get up to the wall. I'm not letting that happen. I'll give you one time for you to do it, but otherwise, no. You gotta play this fairly. You gotta play the next one fairly, otherwise you're not getting it. They're just setting them all to suicide bombers, so that's not really fair, in my opinion. But I think I might have just had them all get killed because of that.
Oh, I totally just killed Liru, my bad.
Owie. And that's why you don't set up as suicide bombers, Op 4. Meanwhile, Independent are going to be able to now climb around and get this last objective fairly, or they're just going to charge, and I've got no fucking idea at this point. That's a drone! Uh-oh.
I don't know, but I'm placing 3 down.
They just put a satchel!
No, 2. Let's back off.
It's just turned into a suicide bomber mission. I'm just waiting for this to go off. Someone needs to blow it, and they'll win. So they guided that in. They're now trying to fall back. And Sniper Wolf gets them both with the fucking pistol. And there she goes. Ah. Okay.